Hi everyone, it's Lisa here, and I'm going to be doing my Project Life catch up today. So it's going to be week 2. I'm behind a little bit, just as I explained before in a previous video. Just had lots of stuff going on, so I'm going to continue on with it. So I'm going to be working on week 2, but I just wanted to take a minute and show you what I've been doing. So what I've been using, this is my day planner. This is the Purposeful Planner. And I've been using it to keep track for my Project Life. So what I've been doing is every day I'm just writing, just a really brief journal. I know it has your schedule in here, but I don't really follow a schedule. I use my iPhone for scheduling. So I've been using the lines of the schedule to kind of write what has happened for the day, just a little bit of journaling. I do have receipts in here, but that's just for my own budget tracking. So I showed that in a separate video. So I just wanted to show you that. Then the other thing I've been doing is I had explained before, I do my Project Life from Monday to Sunday. So you can see I have this envelope in here. So it's got an envelope here on this particular Sunday. So I actually go back from Monday to this Sunday, and then I'll print out all the pictures or if there's anything of relevance, and I will just let me just pull this up. I've got some washi tape on this envelope, and I'll print out pictures when I get a chance, and then I'll just stick them in this little envelope. And what I did is for this envelope, I took my Bind It All, I punched the little tabs, and then I just took my scissors and cut the slit, if that makes sense. So it was straight like that, and then I just cut, get a little closer. I cut that little tab in the middle, and then what you can do is you can now use this to reposition. So I can just literally put it down on top of the rings and then just go like that real quick. And now it doesn't come out at all. And then I just use the washi tape just to hold all the pictures in, just so that they don't go anywhere, and it seems to hold them really, really well. So what I had done, I had this envelope. I actually have 2 envelopes going, so I'm hoping that 2 will be enough to carry me through so that I don't get too far ahead. So this one was actually on this page here. It's a little bit of a bigger envelope. I just literally just grabbed one that was out of my stash. So again, I'll just show you. You can just simply push down on those little tabs, and then it'll go in really nicely. And then again, I have anything of memorabilia or pictures in here. Like for instance, I wanted to show you memorabilia. We had Chinese food, and this is the little fortune that came in the Chinese food. So again, I just throw whatever little pieces I can fit in there in this little pocket, and then that way when I'm ready to do my Project Life, I can just pull the envelope out, and then I have everything to go. So that's what I wanted to show you. So I'm going to jump ahead into the Project Life process. So hang tight, and here we go. Okay, so this process video is going to go a little faster than normal. I have it sped up ×8 just because I was trying to fit it in a certain amount of time. So this is a watercolor card that I had from Studio Calico forever ago, and I'm using my Inktense blocks, and I'm just literally just spraying with water and then just laying down some color, and then I'm just going to let that dry, and I'm just going to stick the picture on top of it and then just kind of let it air dry on its own. I have it mostly dry. And then basically my process for putting my Project Life together is I'll put down the pictures on top of the cards and have the cards kind of laid on top of the page protector. That way I know for sure where I want them to go. And then I lay the pictures down, and then I'll do my journaling, and then I'll embellish after. And I find with doing that, then I make sure I get all of the information I need to on the card or the picture that I need to, so that way I don't forget anything and all the important information is already wrote down. And then I'm just going to come in with the date roller stamp after I do all of the journaling, and then just stamp the date, and then that way everything's all recorded for the date. And yeah, so
that is how my project life process goes. So it's kind of funny how this page turned out. So I used Design A because that was the back side of my first layout. And then the second side, which you'll see in a little while, is for basically Saturday and Sunday, and it's all puppy because we got Kato on Saturday. So it's just funny that everything's kind of like leading up to getting Kato. So then I'm using a food ball pen, and it's 1.5, or I think I use the small tip on the Faber-Castell uh, journaling pens, I think is what are called. I'm not 100% sure what they're called, but I do like that I have a small point and then a kind of bigger point. And actually, if you take a look, Wade is actually using my little cutter, and he's cutting away right now, and then he's like, bye, Wade, on the back. So I'll probably keep that and put that into my project life just because it's so funny. I mean, he was downstairs because I was Skyping with Sandra, and he always comes downstairs when I'm Skyping with her so that way he can visit too, because we are like family, like we like visiting with each other. And so it's just kind of one of the things we do is as friends, we just kind of Skype call as a group all together. So when Wade is talking with Sandra, then Richard will come in and we all talk together. So it's just like a family, kind of thing. So it's just really interesting. Oh, so this card here, I guess I should mention before I totally lose train of thought. This is another one of my this is week 2 of the 52 questions to journal about yourself. It's 52 questions in 52 weeks, and this one was about where and when were you born, and all the information about that. So you're going to see close-ups of this layout, and I did not do a close-up of where and when you were born just because it has a lot of very personal information about where and when I was born, and that's a lot of information for security questions, etc., that I don't really feel necessary to share. So sorry about that. So moving on to this next page. So it's got lots of Instagram pictures, lots of the 4x4. And these again are of Kato when the day that we got him. So we left on Saturday morning. I think we left here at 5:30 in the morning, and we got to Calgary around 10:15 in the morning, and met the lady, and she's from Lethbridge, so she had to leave early as well, and the roads were not good, and the weather was crappy, but it was just like he was meant to be part of our family. So that picture that I'm working on right now, that one is of the very first picture of when we got him, and I don't know, he just felt right, like he belonged into our family. And then that other picture you see behind it, I actually scrapbooked this picture for Cut File Friday for last week. And I just love that moment that was caught between Wade and Kato. It was like Wade was talking to Kato, and Kato was looking up at him and trying to lick his face. It was just really a sweet, sweet moment. So I'm using an actual spare Project Life card, and I'm taking my Freckle Fawn stamp set that I got for January, and I'm just stamping out, either the date one and cutting it out with a 1-inch punch, or there's the border or like the tab one, and I'm just stamping that. I think with some Salty Ocean Tim Holtz Distress ink. And again, just layering these pictures on top of these cards. And again, that's what I usually do, is go pictures, journaling, and then do the embellishing. So I am just going to finish up these last 3 cards real fast. And then I think my camera got either cut off or the battery died. So you're going to see the close-up pictures, and there really isn't too much going on here. I just filled in a lot of the journaling and just a little bit of embellishments, and you can see the finished individual cards, and I just love how it turned out. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week with another Project Life video.